Apex Legends Season 4 is finally dropping on Tuesday, I think it is. So there's a lot of new stuff coming out, and I figured I wanted to make a video talking to you guys about all of the things that I want to see coming in the next season of Apex Legends. Maybe not in Season 4, but at least by Season 5, I think a lot of the issues that this game has needs to be 100% completely fixed. Like, they should have basically everything that the community has wanted changed, updated, or at least explained why it hasn't been changed by the end of Season 4. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about some things that I think need to be added to Apex, and obviously if you guys have anything else that you want to add to this video, be sure to leave down in the comments below. I want this to be kind of like a community discussion rather than just me, just talking about my point of view. Anyways, the first thing I would 100% do to Apex Legends in Season 4, and I know they're kind of already doing this, but not doing it as much as I think we need, is they should bring back King's Canyon permanently. I think King's Canyon made Apex Legends. I think that is one of the best Battle Royale maps I have played in basically any game, Fortnite included, PUBG included. I play a lot of Battle Royale games, and I think King's Canyon is honestly one of the best, just how it's spread out, how it's made, where the loot is and stuff like that. There's a lot of close encounter combat mixed in with some long-range combat if you're in the right area. With World's Edge, it's really different. It's more of like very close quartered or very long range. There's no really in the middle. So I think King's Canyon definitely needs to make a return, and I know a ton of other people agree with me that King's Canyon is literally the GOAT. Number 2 is I think they should make solos and duos a permanent playlist. Like, I've never really understood why solos and duos has just been a limited time mode. If you look at games like Fortnite and PUBG, solos and duos has been in the game since day one. And understandably, Apex is a team related battle royale game. Different legends have different abilities that impact the way you play. But still, man, I really think solos and duos worked really well. I don't think anyone really had a problem with how that played out. Maybe a few minor tweaks here and there, but for the most part, I only heard good things about solos and duos, and I don't understand why there aren't more game modes to play, because at the moment, only having access to, ranked and normal on the same map, it's not really a lot of fun. And for those people who only like to play Apex for a little bit, adding something like new game modes that are more permanent, solos and duos, I think would definitely mix things up a lot. Number 3, I think they need to fully update the store. The store, in my opinion, right now just looks awful. Like, if you look at any other game that has microtransactions or that sells skins and stuff like that, their store is so much cleaner looking, and the skins itself look so much better. I think one thing that they can do is just start adding more items, and I think what they should also do is bring back a bunch of the older loved skins that came out, in the beginning of Apex Legends, and offer those at a ridiculously discounted price. $18 for a weapon skin or a character skin, whatever you're buying, is way too much money. Most of the people who play this game, I feel like, are probably between like 16 and 25 years old. I mean, I feel like that's probably the majority of players. And those guys don't have jobs, they're in school, and they don't have a lot of money, and $18 is a lot for them to spend on a video game. So I think bringing back some of those older skins and pricing them at like $7 or $8 is going to help out the game. It's going to make a lot more people check the store on a daily basis, because there's so many people out there who literally just ignore the store unless there's like a notification on their home screen, including me. I'm one of those people. So the store needs to look so much better before we can even move forward with anything else. Coming at number 4, and I think this is a really big one that I don't think many people have thought of unless you're in kind of like the competitive scene, is that there needs to be some sort of death cam or a kill cam for competitive play. Now, competitive players are always looking to get better. They're looking to learn from their mistakes. And right now, not having a death cam, I think, really hurts the competitive scene, because when you're playing in an Apex Predator ranked league, almost every decision is kind of like calculated. So being able to see what you did wrong in a death cam is going to help out the competitive scene a lot. And I'm very surprised that, since we've had competitive in Apex, there has not been a death cam added. I don't think that's something that would take, too much time to do. I know PUBG, I think after the first season, got its kill cam. I believe, I don't know if Fortnite actually has a kill cam or not, depending on what kind of game mode. I don't really play Fortnite that much anymore, but having a death cam in Apex is definitely going to be something that I think is just going to help out a lot of people. It's one of those quality of life things, that you really don't notice until it's not there, and when it's not there, you do actually end up noticing, and it is quite annoying. Coming at the next one, though, is just updating the servers, man, because I feel like the servers are still shit, and it's hard for me to back that up with any kind of like proof, because I don't really experience that many issues with the servers, but I have uploaded a bunch of videos on my channel talking about how to improve your connection, what the connection symbols actually mean, and this was a video I uploaded back in Season 1, and I still get, hundreds of comments a week on this video of people saying the same exact thing, that they can't even play Apex, they can't connect to the servers, their game's laggy, or they're getting kicked out of ranked games. Stuff like that is just really something that shouldn't happen as a AAA game developer who's already 3 seasons into their game. We really shouldn't be having this many server issues in the first place. Understandably, Apex was a hugely popular game in the beginning, and most people hopped onto Apex not really knowing what it is, and it stuck with a lot of people. So it was definitely hard for Respawn, a company that's new to Battle Royale games, to keep up with all of the, I guess, traffic that was coming through their servers. But I think now that we're at Season 3, we're kind of past the testing stage of Apex. The game's been out for a year. There should definitely be some improved servers. Something needs to change with this. So, my boys out west or wherever you are who aren't close to, any of the Apex servers can actually play and not suffer from insane ping loss, man. That definitely needs to change. Coming at number 6 is tone down skill-based matchmaking in unranked modes. Now, since I stopped playing Apex in Season 3, this hasn't really affected me too much because I haven't had a lot of time to really grind out my rank. I don't have enough stats to really, rank me, I think, with better players, but I follow a lot of high-leveled Apex players on Twitter and YouTube, and man, seeing the people they play against every single day, no matter if it's ranked or normal play, is absolutely insane. Like, everyone in their game is a Twitch.tv Wraith main with over 30,000 kills. And I promise you guys, I'm not trying to make that number seem bigger than it actually is. Like, these guys are running into insane players all of the time. And I really feel for people who are actually in Apex Predator because I just don't feel like they're having fun. And I know a lot of YouTubers who make second accounts and stuff just so they can play with people who aren't insanely cracked out 100% of the time. So I think skill-based matchmaking needs to be either explained a little bit better or tweaked. We don't really need skill-based matchmaking, I think, unless we're talking about a brand new player who has never played Apex before and they actually, tell the game, hey, I'm new to Battle Royales. I think then some kind of skill-based matchmaking should be implemented where they shouldn't be playing, obviously, with super high-ranked people in normal. Ranked play is kind of a different discussion because in a way it is kind of skill-based matchmaking. If you're in silver, you're most likely going to be playing with people who are either, in gold, bronze, or silver. I don't see any silver players playing with Apex Predator players unless they're, in a lobby where someone is actually an Apex Predator. So I think just the skill-based matchmaking in the regular modes could definitely be toned down a little bit because I feel bad when you really just want to chill and play Apex. Like, you're not in a try-hard mode. You don't want to be going up against Wraiths who have 10, 20, 30,000 kills all of the time, man. That would probably just get really frustrating, and I do feel bad for those of you guys who, go through this on a daily basis. But finally, this is the last point I have, and I don't know what kind of feedback I'm going to get from this point, but I feel like I need to say this because I have this issue in almost every single Battle Royale game. I had this issue very much when I played Fortnite. Once Tilted Towers became this huge city in Fortnite, that basically ruined the game for me. And I feel like the same thing is sort of happening with Apex Legends, just with World's Edge, because the cities in World's Edge really make the rest of the map just seem like there's no point in going there almost, because all of the action, most of the action at least, takes place in the cities where all of these, tall buildings are. It takes people a ton of time to actually loot there. So everyone else who's landing in different parts of the maps are finding themselves kind of running around, not really know what to do. And Fortnite, like I said before, had this problem for a season. I think it was like around Season 3 or Season 4 when Tilted Towers was introduced. And 2 seasons later, that part of the map was completely gone. They had nuked it. They got rid of it because everyone was complaining that way too many people were landing there, 1. And 2, the rest of the game was slow as hell if you did not land at Tilted Towers. And to be quite honest, I feel like World's Edge is kind of getting to that point where the cities are just too big and there's too many tall skyscrapers where if you don't land in the city, you could be running around for 10 or 15 minutes and not find a single person. And in a Battle Royale game where, you're looting a lot of the time and fights are rare than a game like Call of Duty where you're just running and gunning, I think that definitely needs to be added because the reason why I quit in Season 3 was because World's Edge was just way too slow-paced of a map for me. I found myself running around for so long trying to find people and maybe only finding one squad in a 10 or 15 minutes of me just running around. And it gets to the point where at the end, everyone kind of meets up with each other at the same time, and fights were just not really that fun for me. I didn't feel like it had the same dynamic that King's Canyon had originally. But man, I miss King's Canyon so much. I cannot wait for King's Canyon to come back. I'm not actually sure if King's Canyon is coming back as a nighttime mode or if it's going to be the daytime version. I don't understand why King's Canyon ever went into night mode. I just think that's weird that they would even do that in the first place. But the fact that King's Canyon is coming back in general is fucking awesome, and I'm really excited for Season 4. Despite me taking a break from Season 3, man, I am definitely looking forward to Revenant and what's coming in Season 4. But for those guys that don't know, Season 4 does start on February 4th, which is a Tuesday. The trailer for Season 4, I believe, drops on Monday, which is going to be tomorrow for when I'm recording this video. But if I'm uploading it on Monday, it'll be that same day. So look at it around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the trailer. I think you're out west. It's at 9 a.m. I'm not too sure, 9 or 10 a.m. I can't really remember what time zone is in the west, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please remember to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be having a ton of new content coming in Season 4. I plan on doing a behind the voice of Revenant when he does come out, and I also plan on opening a ton of Apex boxes once Season 4 finally drops on Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. Definitely excited to get this out to you guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace out.